What's up, y'all? Samir, I'm back with another video today. And in today's vid, we're going to be talking about discovering your basketball superpower. Now, a lot of people wonder how they can get to that next level. And for some, at their age, it could be their middle school team, high school team, college team, AAU team, or even get to the league. And for the most part, a lot of people don't really understand what they got to be to get to that level. Some people try to model their game after guys who aren't like them. So for a lot of kids that's 5'8", 5'9", they want to make it to the league. They favorite player or the player that they want to model their game after is Ja Morant, but they can't jump like Ja Morant. Or they want to be a prime Derrick Rose, but you can't jump like D Rose. Or people want to be like Steph, but you can't shoot like Steph. You can work to shoot like Steph, but you can't shoot like Steph. The biggest thing that I would say for anybody that wants to make it in the sport, and for anybody that wants to be a contributing factor on whatever team, wherever they play at, is figuring out your basketball superpower. Now, as I've said before, as a lot of people have said before, everybody can't be a star. Everybody can't be the star of the team. Some people most people have to fit a role. And for the most part, you're probably going to have to fit a role unless you're one of those guys who is just ultra athletic, ultra good, just gifted, tall. It's a lot of things, but for the most part, you're not going to be the superstar of your team or the superstar of your team forever. So it's about figuring out your superpower. And your superpower in basketball for most is what you're naturally good at. Now, for myself, I have developed my own game and so that I'm able to be good, just in open runs. But one thing that I never really had to develop was my vision, my passing ability. And that's my superpower on the court. On the court, I would say my superpower was looking and finding players. For example, not just myself, but for guys that you guys may know, Steve Nash. Steve Nash's superpower was what? Passing the ball. He was able to facilitate an offense, pass the ball around, get it to a person. He wasn't tall. He wasn't strong. He wasn't that quick. He wasn't the best defender, but he could get to his spots and most certainly could get a player open or find the open man when it looked like nobody was open. For others, like a Tony Allen, his superpower was what? His superpower was defense. He was a defender. Tony Allen was really, really good at defending the basketball. And he did what he needed to do to stay in the league. He guarded the best players. He put his best foot forward and he worked on that. That's what he was there for. That was his NBA superpower. Now, even guys like Kyle Korver, you got him. What's his superpower? We all know it is shooting that three ball. He could shoot the lights out. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the quickest. He wasn't that tall for his position, but he could shoot the lights out, and that allowed him to be what? That allowed him to be an all-star level player. He was really good at that. You gotta be good at something. You gotta be good at something, and you gotta make sure that you work on your superpower and make it as good as it possibly can be so that you can stay on the court. Andre Drummond is another example. His superpower is what? Rebounding. He's a rebounder. He makes sure that he rebounds the ball. He's one of the greatest rebounders of all time. Why? Because he rebounds the ball. That's his superpower. He's not the most athletic. He don't got the best handle. He can't shoot the ball. But he does what? He makes sure he gonna rebound that basketball. For the last person, we gonna talk, and it's a lot of things, but for the last person, we gonna talk about Pat Bev. Patrick Beverly was a lot of things. He was gifted. In high school, he was good at everything, but his overall best quality was his hustle. He was a hustle player. He has been a hustle player, and it's shown. A lot of times people want to be the guy. Everybody want to be Superman or Batman or Spider-Man. Nobody wants to be the Robins of the team. Nobody wants to be those sidekicks. But in order to do what you love, sometimes you're going to have to take that back seat. Everybody can't be the quote-unquote main character, but you can be the best that you can be at whatever role you get. Make sure that y'all aren't falling into the trap of that main character syndrome. Everybody's their own main character. And if you look at the game, like, okay, the person that scores the most is the star, is the best player, and that's what you're going to think. But you have to realize and see in your head that this team doesn't function just as well if they're not getting what I'm giving them. Make sure that you're okay with and you're good at whatever you're doing, because the team needs you to operate this way so that y'all can be as successful as possible. Now, if you can't figure out, or if you don't know what your basketball superpower is, you need to just continue to work on all aspects of the game. And whenever you find something inside of your game that you feel is the best, make sure you continue to work on that. So if that's laying the ball up, you can get to the rim at whatever time and lay the ball up, work on that the most. You can shoot the ball and it comes naturally to you, work on that the most. Rebounding, as I said before, defense, setting off-ball screens, being a hustle player, making sure that you're an energy guy. Every team needs energy guys. Just make sure whatever your superpower is, that you're working on that as hard and as strong as you possibly can be. And I promise you'll get to where you want to go. So thank y'all for watching today's vid. That's just from my eyes to yours. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I'm out, bro. Peace.